So good evening. So today we're going to talk. I want to talk a little bit about actual methods, skillful methods of overcoming the obstacles during our Dharma practice. To say that when we practice Dharma, then because of the blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, you will not get obstacle is ridiculous. Okay. Reality is more like, because of the blessing of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, you have a very bright, what do you call this? Not like torchlight, but a big one. What is? Huh? No. So like this, maybe like a lamp. Nowadays, there's a lot of LED lights and everything. So this four-sided, very bright lamp. The reality of practicing Dharma is going into ourselves. And when we go inside ourselves with a very bright lamp, frankly speaking, what happens almost immediately after that is, oh my God, shit. Yeah. So this is the reality. When you go into the basement of your house or go into the storeroom of your house with a bright lamp, and then you get to see what is our reality. Nobody sees what's inside us. We see what's inside us ourselves. But people can get an idea of what's inside us by seeing how we act out. And so, how we act out is very much based on our past experience and how some people choose the word grow out of it, or evolve within, or grow bigger than it. But this is really an individual path. And to say that to practice Dharma, then you're going to receive blessings and you have no problem, that means you are not really practicing Dharma. It's really more like you're going to the pharmacy to buy plaster. Okay, and then maybe there's a scratch and then you stick plaster, and then or maybe if there's a crack on the statue, you put silicone and then you or put some putty, and then after that maybe you gold leaf the whole thing so that you don't see the crack on the outside, but inside, then you know very well how it is inside. And so many of us may feel and think we are in deep trouble. We do not know how to move on, and it is a very difficult path, or maybe some people find that it is a lonely path to take. Few things that we need to look and observe. Number one is, what is the purpose we are here to practice the Dharma for? We must always realign ourselves. What is the purpose we are here? Why are we doing this? If not, then it becomes really a beautiful drama. Yeah. Like you climb out of the hole and then fall into another hole. Okay, some people don't do well in something, then they search for something else to do well in something else so that they feel good. But actually, inside, what is inside, the issues they face inside continue to surface every time. So, one of the biggest issue we face is anger. Okay? The biggest issues we face is with anger. To say you have no anger is to lying through our teeth. Okay? To say we have no anger is lying through our teeth. Right? And so we must understand about this anger. Now, usually, if somebody beat you with a stick, will you get angry with the stick? Yeah. But the reality is, all of us get angry with the stick. Our mind is so used to being angry with the stick. Do you realize that? Right? We just see the surface. Oh, somebody is harming me, so I'm angry at the person. Reality is somebody is harming me. It is not that person is harming me. The person who is harming me is the object of compassion. And so, what is the harm? Where is the harm coming from? Is ignorance. Ignorance, fear, and ego. That's why many people do many crazy things that's why we do the crazy things that we do. Right? Correct? Like for example, if we, let's just say, this person got possessed. Okay, now many people like to believe, now we just want to say, this person got possessed. When this person who is being possessed and so the person who is possessed do crazy stuff, would you blame the person? Huh? You blame the person because you know the person is possessed, right? So do you have compassion for the person who got possessed? You do maybe they empathize, you feel so pity and you feel you want to help and this, you're correct? To the person who got possessed, right? So this is exactly how we should be for all beings. Whereas the person who got angry, the person who got depressed, the person who got self-pity, they are all possessed by all these forms, by all these emotions. That's why it's called sentient beings. Like some people sometimes feel happy, sometimes feel sad, sometimes... In fact, all of us are like that, right? Some people are more passionate about their anger, passionate about their thoughts, passionate about their expressions and everything. So this sentient sentiments. Some people are more emotional or sentimental than other people, right? Hello? Yeah. Sleepy? Hungry? Cold? Yeah? Cold? Cold is good. I think, poor thing, you sit there very hot, right? Huh? So the main thing is this. How one should train is to see, how does a bodhisattva train? How does a bodhisattva train is to see that all beings are possessed by their Buddha nature. The Buddha nature mind is possessed by all these other things. So on our side, really, why do you want to be angry with somebody who is, or if somebody who is crazy, let's say this person who is crazy, So crazy, maybe it's gone crazy. So crazy person don't know what they do, right? Sometimes they're taking shit and eating shit. So maybe they're taking dirt and eating dirt, and after then maybe they think they are fishing. They're putting a thread on a stick in the water, pail of water. So just gone crazy. You feel pity, right? You empathize, right? You feel, wow, you want to help, you want to hope that you can cure this person, right? Similarly, we must generate this feeling. So when we come together and practice together, the reality is we are not Buddha yet, right? Will people rub on each other? Will human beings rub on each other? Huh? Will. What happens when human beings rub on each other? Huh? What happens when human beings rub on each other? Nothing happens? Huh? Buay song ah? Not happy ah? And what? Quarrel and? Huh? Fight and? Huh? Hate. And? So you see, when beings rub on each other, all these things happen. So on the side of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, looking at all those people who are here to practice the same religion, pray to the same deities, take the same refuge, and they have this thing happening, do you feel something, feel uncomfortable? Do you feel like embarrassed? A sense of shame? Okay? So, on our side, really means when a group coming together, practice as a sangha come together, what really means is when the people rub each other, there's purification. Like two stones rub on each other, what happens? Huh? What? You say, who says sparks? You say spark, what else? Spark and what? Two stones rub on each other, there's spark? Huh? Stone Age men. Stone Age, use stone rub each other, got spark. Oh gosh. So you see the immediate form. I see the result. Usually people quarrel, I let them quarrel, and then I stand the side there and laugh. But if I say I don't let you quarrel, it's also quite stupid of me. Right? But to let you quarrel is just to let you quarrel a little bit. That's all. Okay? I explain further. Okay? When two stones rub against each other, what happens? You say there's friction, there's heat, there's sparks, there's this and that. To me, when two stones rub against each other, they finish each other off. Right? What happens when they finish each other off? There's purification. Right? So, when that happens, then we have to see. You decide when both finish each other off, does it become smooth? Does it become smooth? The ending is everybody becomes smooth with each other. And to continue rubbing, even become shiny. Right? But then it's the end product. Smooth and shiny. Okay? So, very important is this point to understand. First we say, is it good to let the anger come out? to let the anger come out. Western psychology says is when you have anger, let it out. Huh? What? What? Boom. 發出嚟啊！發出嚟啊！ Huh? Right? Okay? But one thing I want to say is with regards to anger, is the same as recitation of mantra. Somebody asked me very explicitly right in my face, recite mantra, God use me. Yeah, very Singlish. Huh? God use me. Recite you and your mantra, recite God use me. Right? You know what's my answer? Because this person is very close to me. So my answer was F you. What the F you talking about? Don't F around me, understand? What the person got. Hey, why you say this to me? I say, hey, you just said got mantra, got use. I say the same word, and why you get upset? Right? What it means, what I told him, I say, so if you say, what the F you, and this and that, then I say, oh mani padme hum to you, which one you like? Now you understand? So don't say mantra don't have the blessing and power. You understand? Right? If sentient being just listen to one word, F you, right? Or scold you something that maybe is that you cannot take it. It's just sounds and word, right? But it can do unrepairable damage. Of course, I won't tell this to anybody else because that person very close to me, right? Yeah. So we know each other over 30 years, 30 over years. Yeah. So it's like expression to make him understand. So mantra or name of Buddha, now got use or not? Huh? Got use or not? Right? So don't say Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Namo Samanta Buddha Na Sama Sambuddha Kurinta Daun Chali Chuli Chuli Son. Don't say reciting mantra have no use. Don't say Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. Don't say this has no use. Right? Because one word F you can make you your emotion and your everything go the same word. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Now you understand? So that's why on our side, since our current situation is very difficult for us to always praise people, to say, to praise people, to say good things about people, to mainly it's like this, to praise people. And many people say feel funny, right? You praise people, you feel funny, and then people praise you, you feel shy, right? So beginner, my advice is recite mantra. Okay? If you don't know how to praise people, learn the praises to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Learn to praise them. Great merit in praising Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Right? I always think, even Christians always praise their God. They always praise their Guru. Right? And so by praising, what happens? If I praise, what happens? I am encouraging that as good aspect to manifest. You understand? So when people, ordinary people or practitioners, they rub against each other, what is the next thing to do? What is the next thing to do? Let them continue rubbing until got fire? Huh? Rub and rub and rub and rub until got fire? The best thing to do is, my experience, you want to know? Okay? First to say, monastery is filled with all men. All filled with men. You think men don't have anger, don't have quick temper, strong energy, ego? Have. But how is it transformed? How is it transformed? Do we all have ego? Do we all have pride? Do we all have self-centeredness? Do we have selfishness? Do we have all this? That we all have. But the main thing is how to transform it. My personal style is I memorize the inner mandala offering. And especially, even I do my retreats. I do retreat and I do recitation. If to say I sit there perfectly and not a straying thought is a big lie. Okay? When I'm getting big to feel hungry, I start to think whether they cook lunch already or not. Okay? Or whether they remember to bring food or not. If Hui Chin is there, then definitely there's some food. Or Ani Choki is there. Right? If somebody is late or something, then I think I have to cook my own food. Right? So this is reality. Because I know nobody can feel my blood sugar drop except me, isn't it? Right? Nobody can feel that I feel uncomfortable except myself, isn't it? Right? So my mind starts to think, and I'm reciting. Then what? Get angry with myself? Many people get angry. Say, cannot, I'm not supposed to this. Okay? But what did I do? What I did was this. I offer this thought, and whoever is in that mind, at that time I offer to Guru. To Guru and the deity, Idam. I offer, and then it goes. The main thing is this: when you are holding a hot pan, what do you do with the hot pan? Huh? What do you do with the hot pan? First thing is, let go, right? You touch the pen and let go, right? But many of us want to let go or not. But most of us don't want to let go. So in the end, who pain? Who suffers the pain? Ourselves. Right? So if your chanting sounds terrible and you know it, what happens? You don't keep on thinking that my chanting sounds terrible. You have to think that I can offer away my chanting sounds terrible. Okay? Or you can say my cooking tastes terrible. What is the identity that you believe that you are? My cooking is terrible. My chanting is terrible. My counting is terrible. My offering is terrible. You understand? You have to offer. And they say, let it go and upload. Upload to Buddha Cloud, no? Not iCloud, Buddha Cloud. Seriously. Right? My experience is this. Yeah. You have to, we know how, we are so used to downloading, right? Your computer, your mobile phone, keep on downloading, updating, but you didn't clear the phone, and you must update, too much already, too much information, what happened? You must upload to iCloud, or what do you call? What's the other one? OneDrive or something like this. Right? Yeah. So I have to use modern technique. Right? Because I think this one is the thing that catches everybody's Everybody, all our consciousness is totally captured by this. Before we sleep, hold this one. Right? Correct? True or not? Everybody same, right? Right? Even Echen. Even Echen, yeah. So, you know what we should do? We should have practiced this discipline. When we decide to sleep, switch off the Wi-Fi, unplug everything, bring the phone out of the room, okay, charge outside, in the living room or the... This you don't like to do, right? But this is what we practice to do. Which also means is an act, a physical act of saying that we need to shut down. If not, we cannot sleep well. We cannot sleep well, we cannot practice well. So we really need to switch off Wi-Fi. Okay? Switch off the Wi-Fi, switch off everything. Similarly, it means that we need to shut down our mind from being so, what? Our mind is usually, what happens to the mind? Huh? What? Tense and what? Stress and what? Huh? What? Active and what? Cluttered and what? Congested and what? Huh? Grasping and what? I want to see whether you understand me or not. What? Huh? What? Awake, ah? Awake, okay, then what else? Huh? Oh, sorry? I cannot hear you. Clingy. Huh? You want to know what I'm trying to tell you? Stop being so obsessed with yourself. You're obsessed with your mind, obsessed with what you want, obsessed with what you think you're doing is right, obsessed with your old past, obsessed with what you feel you cannot, obsessed with what you think you can, obsessed with what you want to achieve, obsessed with your phone, obsessed with your Facebook, your social media, obsessed with this. So we are obsessed with one word: I. Right? Now do you understand? All the words that you said are not wrong. It's just there is this one word that can smash all the other words. Like all are lights, but are nothing. They can be candles, can be the brightest lamp, can be laser, but nothing works when the sun comes out. Right? So I feel this word, which is like the sun, is obsessed. Obsessed with our past, obsessed with other people's past. Why do you want to live? Why do we all want to live in the past? Why do we want to live in other people's past? Why do we want other people to live in our past? Why do we want other people to live or suffer the consequences of their own past? Why? Why do you want to suffer? Why do you want other people to suffer? Why do you want to make other people suffer? Do you understand? So what is Dharma? Today, if we look very clearly how everybody live their lives, how many grandmothers, how many grandfathers or uncles or aunties, how much suffering they're going through, their whole life is because they're obsessed with their past. They keep on saying about other people, how other people say about how bad about their past husband, or last time their lover, or last time this relative did what, this auntie said, uncle said what, or keep on saying the old story. Right? What does it mean? They're obsessed with it because there's nothing new. Nothing new in their life. So that's why they're obsessed with the past. The main thing is, since there's nothing new, that's why their mind is so used to looking back to the past. They have no present moment. Present moment doesn't seem to be anything exciting or so obsession over past. This is big mistake. Big suffering. Suffering for you, suffering for me, suffering for everybody else. Real Dharma practice is, can we realign ourselves? Realigning is very powerful. Realigning, like every day before you start work, your manager, if the manager talk to the staff at the beginning of the staff working time, say that, thank everybody for turning up or work on time, okay? And today, what is the general goal, maybe for this month, and then what the immediate things to face, what are the things that we immediately have to do, everybody knows what everybody is doing, and then go, do. Do you feel it will have a good result? Because why? Most important is, there's communication. That's why Lord Buddha taught not for the sake of idea that he is a teacher to us. But I myself, do I regard myself as a Dharma teacher? No, I don't regard myself as a Dharma teacher because I've never wanted to be a Dharma teacher in the first place. I better be a Dharma practitioner. If I think I'm a Dharma teacher, then really I become obsessed with the title Dharma teacher. I'm not a Dharma teacher, nor am I a guru. I'm my guru's disciple. Other people may think that I'm their guru. Other people may take me as their guru. Other people may feel that I'm teaching them. That's other people's thing. But myself, really I must realign and touch base with my consciousness and conscience. This, I feel, is my personal, daily and regular cultivation point. Not as who I am, now I can wear this, now I can do this, now I have this title and this and that. So when we see, when there's anger, how to deal with anger? Just remember, don't be angry at the stick. Do you understand? Most of us angry at the stick? Most of us are behaving that we are angry at the stick. That's why people create weapons. You use this stick, I make another stick. You use this sword, I make another sword. They're angry at the stick. They create different weapons to fight. To see which weapon is stronger, which weapon is bigger, which weapon is more powerful. So don't be angry at the stick. Okay? We all have our strengths. We all have our weaknesses. We all have times where we screwed up and screwed down. Okay? We all have. And that's why we should all be here to support each other. Remember, we are same spiritual path. Same practice. Same deities. Same mantras. same cultivation, same spiritual purpose. Focus on the same. Focus on what we can do together. And rather than not what we want, what I think, what I feel, what this and that. You know who is very good in that? You know who is very good in that? Politicians. They tell you what they feel, what they think, what they write, this and that, and then after that they want everybody to support them, because most of the people do not know what to think. Right? So what happens? Politicians are very good at rousing what? Emotions. Right? Okay? We, on the Dharma path, we should focus on dousing emotions. Fire come up, pour water. Do you understand? Right? When there's an emotion coming up, recognize it. And what? Hold on to it? No. Me? I upload. Personally, I do a lot of uploading. If not, I think I've gone crazy. Okay? Yeah. Many people come and ask me what to do and this and that. When I tell them what to do, they don't do what I tell them to do. Nobody does what I ask them to do. Most of the people come, they think, I tell you what I think is best for you. They counter to tell me, and then they do many other things that is not what I ask them to do. Right? It's okay to counter suggest. And then discussion, and then everybody agree together is the best. Not, I tell you what to do, and I think you should do this because I know, because I am who I am, I know, I'm expert, and so I know this not how the way you should do it. That's why there's many people unhappy each other. Right? Give a very good example. I give a very good example. Just now, Anila was reciting mantra. Ani Kunsang. Namo Samenta Buddhanam Samyaksam Buddha Kotinam. Right? Yeah. Tanyata Om Chale Chule Chundi Soha. But her pronunciation is Namo Samanta. Yeah. Pronunciation is Namo Samenta. Samenta Buddhanam. Yeah. Next one is Samyaksam Buddha. It's not Samyaksam Buddha Kotinam. It's Samyaksam Buddha Kotinam. Tayata Om Chale Chule Chunde Soha. Right? But if somebody without skill to say, scold and say, this is wrong, how can you do this like this, blah, 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 blah. But the main thing is this, at least the person is doing. And then we share, they say, oh, actually the meaning is like this. Samyak Sambuddha is one word. Samyak Sambuddha. That's why Chinese chanting is San Miao San Pu To. You understand? It's one word, Samyak Sambuddha. Yeah, not Samyak Sam Buddha Kotinam. Samyak Sam Buddha Kotinam. Yeah. So, does it matter? You can say, if I want to make it matter, it can be a big matter. I'm going to say that, our mind can adjust, how to say, encourage. What the weapon of deity is to holding the hook is to hook and bring out the best. Encourage and support, rather than to say that, this is not correct, why are you doing like this, and blah, 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 blah. But saying blah, blah, blah is not good. Maybe good to say etc. Okay? So, how do we know what is the gauge of we feel how our Dhamma practice is? Okay? The main thing is this. 2 points. That's all. Okay? 2 points. You want to know? Okay? Just these 2 points. Number 1, did the eye go down? If the eye slowly, rub our own eye off, then what happens? We can become more devoted to one's guru. Number 2, did we become less sentimental and more compassionate? Right? We have to be less, emotional. My English not so good. I don't know what's the good word. More overly fiery and passionate to judge. Oh, this, that. I don't understand. It's more compassionate and more compassionate and less very judgmental and what do you call sentimental, passionate. Okay? So that means when we practice, automatically our mind becomes more and more friendly, more and more close to all beings. Right? The main purpose is to understand that all beings and ourselves have this Buddha nature. And we are going to become Buddhas together. So we should focus on this closeness of interdependence on each other, closeness of each other, having this Buddha nature, and we have this. We are oneness with each other. Buddha nature and oneness with each other. Very close to each other. This is not just mouth talk, but feeling close. How's the feeling close? Do you want to know how it's feeling close? You want to know? When you talk to each other, can you hold hand? When you sit each other, can you chit chat, and then you can lean on each other, and then you can laugh? That means there's no like uncomfortable feeling that somebody lean on you, or no uncomfortable, no somebody stand too close to me. What was crazy? Xiao. Stand so near for what? What? I said, no, natural, just very close. They can just lean. They can just can talk, can hold hand. Even man to man hold hand, right? Kishitashi today this morning we talked and then we are holding hand in the airport. Yeah. Then after that, we are holding hand in the airport and this and that. They were walking. Other people look this to what? This gay. Right? Okay. So what is really close? Close means especially close to each other. Then after talking, this maybe they put forehead to each other. This natural feeling of closeness, breaking down of outer wall, inner wall, outer and inner walls. Secretly we are joined together. We are not just joined, we are already joined together as one. Right? And if you don't practice with each other, then you practice with who? Right? If you don't practice with each other, then you practice with who? So it is a very, very important and natural that we must understand why is Dharma important? Because Dharma brings out the best in us, not make us feel even more shitty. Already many people feel very shitty, very bad, very lousy about themselves, so they come to temple and want to learn Dharma, right? And then what happens if they go learn Dharma after that? If they even feel more shitty and more worse and everything, they feel even more depressed, they go jump off the building. Better I die. Let's stop practice. Some people think like that. Even we think that, oh no, that's not the way. But I want to tell you, when people are depressed, when they are, let's say, just borrow for the sake of saying, when they're possessed by the demon of depression, possessed by the demon of anger, possessed by the demon of self-cherishing, possessed by the I, possessed by the selfishness, possessed by the wanting to feel connected and secure. Most of us are possessed by that already. That's why we must look at the handphone. Right? Correct? Eat also must handphone. Talk also handphone. Do you ever get the feeling that the handphone, your mobile phone in your pocket starts to vibrate, when actually it didn't vibrate? Do you ever get that? Huh? Okay, I got that during my retreat. Okay, there's no mobile phone, but the feeling came this. There's the mobile phone had a vibration in my pocket. The best thing is that I'm not wearing anything with pocket. And so, I thought this really first few days of my retreat is all the explosion of all the attachments and what I'm used to. I even think, even at night when I dream, at night when I sleep, right? I dream of Sanghamla. Okay, I dream of Sanghamla asking me, oh, time to go and eat. Food is a time to go and eat. I dream of Sanghamla asking me to go and eat. And so basically, just then after that, then really in my mind, I'm just thinking, is it really unbelievable? So I'm very happy I did the retreat. But then also, all the sickness one shot came out. I had flu, I had cold, my eyes were itchy and swollen. Yeah. And I had cough, everything came out. Yeah. And then I was just thinking, I was just be aware, this thing is not here. How come this thing is a feeling here? So I gave it a label, demon of mobile phone, demon of attachment, of food. Yeah. But I didn't get angry at the demon. Right? When you get angry with something that you label, what happens? You set the motivation and set the energy of enmity. Right? Yeah. Don't set any enmity to any being. Just know, other beings are possessed or possessed by ignorance. They're overcome by ignorance, just as somebody is overcome by anger. Their nature is not like that. Right? If somebody is really an angry person, then that person is angry 24 hours a day. So angry cannot sleep. But nobody's like that. So the main thing is how we should see, how we can see, how we can train ourselves to see, oh, they are like this. And then so what happened is, we should use the skill of sitting down, okay, and doing the meditation by reciting mantra or name of Buddha. Even Amitabha Buddha name or mantra's name, or the visualize, if you are in a retreat, form of idam, focus on your mantra wheel and recitation of mantra. Why this the focus is because then you are able to, our mind is so used to thinking here and there, right? So used to being obsessed to be doing something, right? So that's why Tantra is transforming the obsession of outer to inner. So used to doing something, might as well do something. So used to doing something, ask you not to do anything, you go crazy. Right? So, use your time, sit down, Don't say you have no time. Like somebody asked to us, yesterday's initiation and everything can live stream out. No? I say it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If this person is in Singapore and want to live stream out, next life you create a cause to be born in barbaric lands. Whatever their motivation, I don't know. Right? So the main thing is, we are so used to doing something that might as well just don't just do something, sit down. Sit down, not doing the external something, but doing the internal something. Whatever some thoughts arise, allow yourself to surrender it. Surrender the obsession of thoughts. Surrender the obsession of that thing. And it's very clear, you know. I don't know about for you, but for me it was very clear. When my mind, I'm reciting something, I'm meditating, and some thought comes, and it really can take your mind away for some time, some moment in time, some moment of time. And then the main thing is, you need to cognize and recognize it, and then after that immediately pull back, and you hold these thoughts for what? Don't hold this thought. Surrender and release the obsession of it. Release the obsession of it. Pull back, release obsession, surrender and upload it. For me, I don't upload it to just let it go into space. No. For me personally, my own style, I offered it to my Guru and Idam. I offer it to, since I'm in retreat, so I offer to my Guru and Idam. And the beginning, many time offering. And beginning, it's really difficult. I keep on chanting the wrong mantra. Right? I'm so used to chanting the common mantra. Right? And then I recite, then I realize I recite the wrong mantra. So I had to redo. Right? It is also obsession that I don't want to redo. Can I surrender and redo? So there was many times I redo. And then how do I know how many did I do or did not do? So I start all the way from the Guru beat. Right? So even ourselves, our mind, even myself, that's what I said. I don't see myself as Guru. I see myself as practitioner. I see myself as my Guru's disciple. Right? And whatever the sadhana says, when I WeChat and talk to my Guru asks me to do something else from what the sadhana says. So should I follow the sadhana or follow my Guru? I follow my Guru. Right? So there were changes. So my sadhana had many pen notes, this, then after that decided to retype. I decided to retype. Yeah, this somehow before the retreat, I told Sangala, says, I just realized I don't have a laptop. Right? I think I need a laptop just so I can keep all the text, all the sadhana, everything is all inside. So then put to good use. During the time retreat, I decide to retype and do. So main thing is, I feel we all need to release this obsession about how we think, or maybe even the embarrassment. Oh, I can do retreat very fast, I can recite very fast. If I take so long time, people will laugh at me. Right? Right? Some people have such thoughts. So, I just, personally, I took my time. When I realized, because like I said, the Chinese way of chanting and the Tibetan way of chanting very different. Right? Now I'm used to new mantra. Somehow I forgot the old mantra. Yeah. Just now I asked, what's the old mantra? Yeah. But the beginning, I cannot remember the new mantra. I just kept on reciting the old mantra. Yeah. So, so anyway, for those who read Chinese, then the text in the prayer is in Chinese is now available, fully translated. It's both English, Chinese, Tibetan. It's now all there. Yeah, and so this is what I wanted to share: is we all need to release our obsession. We need to release the obsession of judging others and the fear of being judged. We need to release the obsession of so many things. We are just obsessed. Even sleeping also, we're obsessed with our mobile phone. Hold the phone and fall asleep. How many people like that? How many of you hold phone, fall asleep? Huh? Yeah, we must really try. Make it a discipline. Then switch off everything and I want you to do this experiment yourself. You meditate for 5 minutes with everything on. Okay? And then after that, you stop the meditation. But you need like maybe a stopwatch, maybe some sound. Then you, as a discipline, don't say, "Nema, I just quite no. Discipline. Switch off everything. Switch off the light. Switch off. Unplug the. Switch off the phone. Switch off. Unplug the Wi-Fi. Everything. Switch off. Switch off. Then you do the meditation again. Then you can realize something. Somehow, somewhere, somewhat, there's this feeling that your body, speech, and mind have this feeling. I mean, I felt it myself. Maybe this Wi-Fi energy, maybe this waves, radio waves or whatever waves, the frequency, made people 紧张叫什么？ tense up and many things. Right? So that was my personal experience in, at least in Kota Tinggi, just sharing a little bit. And of course, Kota Tinggi is a very special place. When there's lightning, everything trips. Like the third day of my retreat, there was lightning, and then the aircon room in my retreat room got burnt. I think that's it. Boom. Switch on and then trip the whole room. Yeah, so I thought it's okay. Then sit in oven. Yeah, sit in oven. Yeah, just try. Right. So the main thing is what is overcoming the conditions. Our mind should overcome the conditions. Overcome condition. And the best thing is, I thought to share with you is, this inside is pure vegetarian, right? And you know what? The people who were doing their work and doing things, you know what they were eating? They were eating fried chicken, eating egg, eating tuna salad. Yeah. How kind of them. Yeah. It's true. I had to tell myself, how kind. Yes. Please enjoy. And I just make pure. Yeah. And so, I just want to say again, cheese is not vegetarian. Okay? Cheese is not vegetarian. Okay? So, if you think that cheese is vegetarian, please go on the YouTube and type what is rennet, R-E-N-N-E-T. Okay, so you must know what is rennet. Cheese, milk they put some rennet to make cheese. So you say, what is rennet? Then you tell me whether cheese is vegetarian or not. Okay, so I think the only cheese that is vegetarian, I think, is paneer. Paneer is the only cheese I know is vegetarian. I think the rest is not vegetarian. So I don't know, mozzarella or what, everything is 100% is not vegetarian. Okay, 100% is not vegetarian. Yeah, so overcome. I had to overcome heat. I had to overcome food, especially when people are eating fried chicken in front of me and Ramly burger. Yeah, I'm eating with pure vegetarian. Yeah, just next person to be eating fried chicken. Yeah, the smell fried chicken and Ramly burger and yeah, you see. So and tuna salad, boiled egg. Yeah, every different kind smell is there. What do you do? Get upset? No. That's what I said. We practice. The retreat means to retreat from our old bad habits. Retreat means you know enough of that and you want to retreat away. And when you retreat, that means take few steps back and then you can see and then you decide how you can realign and redo and reactivate a new way of doing different things. Okay, so this is very important to understand for all of us to become practitioner. So if you ask me, many people ask me, how was your retreat? Was it good? Sure. Was there suffering? Definitely. Yeah. I miss Sangyamla very much. Yeah. I miss Sangyamla very much. I miss her cooking. Yeah. I miss food was very kind. Choling bring food 3 times, I remember, in tiffin. He's the only one who brought food in tiffin. Yeah. I think some other people just buy some. Then the rest of the time is some nice offering of jackfruit and durian from the neighbor. Other than that was that's about it. Right. So I decided to take things in my own hands. So I cook dal and cook nasi biryani. Yeah, to make myself sane. Yeah. So I told them, go buy this, go buy that. Then I cook dal and nasi biryani, mutton biryani. Yeah, vegetarian mutton. How funny. They say, you cook mutton biryani. I thought you're vegetarian. Yeah, I say it's mutton biryani. Can? Yeah. Yeah. So, was difficult? Yeah, food was difficult. Yeah. Temperature was difficult. Yeah. Flies were difficult. Yeah. Many things, if I want to say difficult, then difficult. But actually, later on then, when I recite the prayer, the flies then just come sit down and then it's just fly come, let's recite mantra together. You see? Then there were lizards, then there were cockroaches, then there were big flying ants and everything. Just recite together. Coexist. We are a different form, but we can coexist. Then there were spiders. Okay? So to say this retreat, if we think that it's like going there to enjoy or going there, yeah, I enjoy. It can practice Dharma. Main thing Dharma practice is to overcome our own mind. It's very important. Overcome our old mind, not own mind, old mind, OLD. overcome the old mind, overcome the old obstacle, old belief, old things that we feel that cannot. Right? So this thought I wanted to share the experience. Just remember, stop being obsessed with ourselves and the mobile phones and your old beliefs and how you think things must be. Yeah. Just look at the world around now. Everybody, aren't you afraid of all the people who are in power that they can say and do all the things accordingly to the way how they feel and think things must be? Things must be and should be. Okay, so if powerful people become like this, then reality is, if there comes a big war, what happens? Many people die. Many people suffer. Understand? Right? So first of all is, let us seize the inner war within ourselves and each other. We must cease fire first. Stop bombarding and saying ourselves. Right? If you cannot do something well, then practice and try to learn to do something well. Okay? Right? Thank you. Good night. So tomorrow is Good Friday. That means the whole year, only tomorrow is Good Friday. Every other Fridays are bad. See you all tomorrow. Do some purification practice. Clean the mandala. Clean this mandala. Yeah. Preparation for Sakadawa, the whole month. So actually many people just say Vesak day, but actually what it means, Sakadawa means the Vesak month. It's the whole month. Okay, so many people just say, oh, on the first few days, first 15 days, or first how many, 4th day, or the 8th day, or 7th day to 15th, this, the rest is not important. No, this. Anyway, let us all agree to overcome our minds. Because only if we agree to overcome our own minds, then we can start to experience our own inner bliss, inner peace and inner bliss. Okay?